Hello people. Okay, let's just close that, do this, and I'm basically ready to start whenever. Uh, is there going to be like a countdown or anything, or just start whenever I'm ready? Okay, so this is Minecraft All Achievements in 1.8. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on cheats. This is because I don't want to use them in the run, but just in case something goes extremely south, we need them on. Now I'm going to create the world, and timing will start on first input. So I'm actually going to pause the game first in order to load the world in and set a few settings. So, important thing to set is the difficulty to hard. Just seeing my video settings, okay, they're all good. And I guess we'll be ready to start in about now. So, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Minecraft All Achievements. We unlucky spawn in the middle of that hole in the ground, but basically, what is Minecraft All Achievements? So, most of you probably know or at least have heard of Minecraft. It's this open sandbox game. So, All Achievements is getting all of the achievements in the game, big shocker there, and these range from ridiculously easy, such as opening our inventory, which we're about to get. So there we just got the achievement for taking inventory, opening our inventory, and then picking up a log off of the ground. These achievements can range to something extremely difficult, such as the one that will be the bane of our basically entire existence this run, visiting pretty much every biome in the game. So, for example, if I press F3, you'll notice that we were in a savanna biome. We need to visit, I believe it's somewhere around 32-ish biomes, or I don't recall the exact number, but it's a large number of biomes. Anyway, we punched a chicken to death there because we needed the chicken's feather. So, a main thing that we're going to be doing in this run is the dupe glitch. So what it is we are going to be duplicating basically any item we need. The thing in the bottom left, well, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So, we're going to be duplicating basically anything we need. If we have a little bit, we can clone it up till we have a lot. So, for instance, we're about to dupe our logs. So when we dupe, our screen is going to go black, like so, because I'm going to save and quit, reload, pick up the items, and then Alt F4. So what I just did was I crashed the game on purpose, and because of this, it saves the fact that I picked it up, but it doesn't save the fact that I removed it from the ground. So it thinks that it's both on the ground and in my inventory at the same time, and therefore, we've cloned it. We're going to be doing this extensively. So when the screen goes black a little bit, don't be alarmed. It's supposed to do that. Unless, of course, you hear me not talking or anything, in which case, well, my power probably went out. Because it's a snowstorm outside. And the best time to do a marathon run is when you're in the middle of a snowstorm. Clearly. Anyway, here we're going to be, getting a little bit of this, cobble. There we, crafted a better pickaxe other than wood. And now we're going to get 8 cobble, and we're going to craft a furnace. That is not how you craft a furnace. And we're going to smelt with this iron ore. So, we're going to be mining into this desert temple, and we're going to be grabbing this gold, this rotten flesh, and these diamonds. We're going to be eating this rotten flesh, and hopefully, yeah, not get too much hunger. And now we got the achievement, Acquire Hardware, which you get for taking an iron ingot out of an oven, out of a furnace. If we didn't have to do that, we'd just get iron from other places, but we have to actually take it out of a furnace. I'm gonna grab this raw pork chop and eat it. So fun fact about these cows that spawn here are actually random. Most things in this, well actually a lot of things are random, but most animal spawns, mob spawns are fixed. That is not one of them, so sometimes it's cows, sometimes it could be chickens, sometimes it could be rabbits and pigs. I used to depend on getting cows for a good reliable run, but I've since rerouted, so that's no longer the case. Anyway, we were just passing through a desert, so that's another biome off our checklist, and now we're going into here. We're going to grab this bread and these apples. We don't really need the bread other than to eat it, and we're going to grab this, and now we're going to do some more duping. We need to dupe all of this stuff. We didn't actually need to dupe the apples, but the thing about duping is if you accidentally dupe something you're not supposed to dupe, that's not a big deal. Just dupe it. You can toss it away later. Having extra of something never hurts. So this first part is going to be a bit of a dupe-heavy section for the next few minutes, because I've got a few things I need to clone up. So a bit laggy. But other than that, some of the upcoming achievements that we're about to be getting are, the first thing we're going to be mainly doing is killing the Ender Dragon. Now, that's important to do early on because in this game, achievements have to be gone in specific order, so you cannot get so for example, I could not have gotten the achievement for picking up a log before I got the achievement for opening my inventory. Okay, now let's not fail on crafting. Here we're going to be crafting all of this. And now I'm going to be grabbing this lava bucket. And I'm going to hope that we get some gravel. Some flint, rather. Okay, we got some flint. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to grab this wheat. We'll be using that later also. Actually, we do need this shovel still. We're going to get 3 sand. And now we're going to be mining this obsidian. This obsidian is one of the most important resources in this run. Because we need obsidian to make nether portals, and nether portals are going to be our main mode of transportation. Pretty much anywhere we're going to be going, it's going to be with a nether portal. So now we're going to be cooking up the sand in a furnace, and now we're going to be doing more duping. We need to dupe you, this, that, and that. So this first part is mainly the get set up for the rest of the run. We're going to be getting a lot of resources and a lot of materials that we're going to be technically not needed, I guess, if this was a task, for example, like diamond armor, etc., but it makes it a lot more safe. So we're going to be getting stuff like that. Dupe all of this still. I need to dupe you, and you, and you. So if anyone ever has questions about what I'm doing in the run, or what I'm cloning, why I'm getting a particular item, feel free to ask in the chat. Meanwhile, I might have forgotten to grab an item. I can't actually recall if I need it anymore. If we do, well, that could be an issue. Anyway, there I almost made a mistake. I'll explain the mistake in a few seconds. The mistake was crafting bread before I crafted my hoe. Anyway, now we're going to be crafting diamond armor. What else do I need to do? I need to basically use all of these sticks. Do this. Craft these, and okay, that's all the crafting I believe I'm supposed to do right now. Put all this on. Okay, now clear my inventory a little bit. Don't need that. Don't need that. And now we do a bunch more, actually, now we're going to grab this glass, and then we're going to, do more duping. Dupe dupe these. We're gonna dupe these diamond pickaxes. We got those for a reason. I'll explain those later. We also need to dupe that and these. What's going on? 7? What? 7 what's? Minecraft is not for 7-year-olds. Please. Anyway, so we did a lot of micromanaging our inventory there. So we crafted notch apples, which we're going to be using. I don't know why I cloned the bread. I don't need the bread. We're going to be... Okay. Just need to make sure I've got everything duped that I need. Forgetting to dupe something early on can be pretty bad. So, we need arrows because they're a good weapon. We need to arrows to kill the ender dragon, to do a bunch of stuff. Notch apples are going to be your main source of food because they basically make us invincible. They are the best food in the game in terms of keeping you alive because they give you some really good potion effects. We're getting this glass because we need it for crafting later. Duping these blocks of gold because we're going to need a lot of gold later on. We're going to need 3 stacks of blocks of gold. A lot of gold. But right now, we don't need that quite yet. Anyway, no, I'm not doing Dragon Skip. I'll actually explain Dragon Skip later. Dragon Skip is a new glitch found in 1.9 that works from 1.9 and onwards, but because this run is not actually being done in 1.9 or onwards, we can't actually do Dragon Skip. It's physically impossible. It's metaphysically impossible. Anyway, so in 1.8 we will be fighting the dragon. Now the reason I'm running 1.8 as opposed to a different version is because I have 1.8 routed and I don't have the other versions routed, and it's not that much faster to do 1.11, which I believe is the current fastest version. Right, we've done everything we need to do right here, hopefully. And we're going to build our nether portal. And we're going to be going to the nether. First, I need to organize my inventory because it's a complete mess. And good inventory management is vital. I'm gonna check something because I don't recall any certain achievement. Okay, I did. Wasn't sure if I crafted things the wrong word, but I did not. Okay. Anyway, we are going over here now. We are in the nether. This is our main custom-sized nether portals. No, custom-sized nether portals do exist in 1.8. However, it's faster just to make the smallest size. And it uses the least amount of obsidian. Anyway, so the reason we crafted these golden pickaxes is because golden pickaxes, or just golden tools in general, are the fastest tools. So we can instant mine this netherrack, whereas if we mined it, for instance, with this diamond pickaxe, it's not instant break. So it's just a bit faster. And there, I completely messed up the movement, but that's okay. Here's a blaze. We did not get a blaze rod, so we need to get a blaze rod from Blaze ASAP. It's pretty vital. Anyway, here, I just do that for fun. It doesn't actually add anything to the run, but I feel like if I can plug that hole with a cobblestone, the run won't actually die in a fire. Okay, now this is actually bad RNG. There are 3 main points of RNG and a bunch of little bit of RNG. And this is just a little piece of RNG that is very uncommon, but is currently costing us time. We need this blaze to spawn. And we need it to drop a blaze rod, which it did not. So this is actually extremely unlucky. Because we need a blaze rod in order to craft ender eyes, and we need ender eyes to go to the end, and also craft our ender chest, and basically do everything. Usually we get multiple blazes spawned at once. You can have anywhere from 1 to 4 spawn from a spawner at any one time. So the fact that we got 2 runs in a row, 3 runs in a row, and the fact that we got no blaze rods 3 times in a row is some of the worst RNG I've ever seen. Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link Afterwards? Sweet. Okay, there we go. We finally have our blaze rod. That was some truly disgusting RNG. Of course it happens during our marathon run. Anyway, now we're going to be going back to where we came from. And we're going to be going down here. Now, it's times like this when, if we didn't have notch apples, we would have to route completely differently. Because with a notch apple, we can do this, eat a notch apple, do this, and not die. If we didn't have notch apples, well, we'd have to find an alternative way down. And believe me, that would be considerably slower. Notch apples also give us fire resistance, which is good if we burn in a fire. Okay, we've got the glowstone. We need that for our making our potion later. Well, we don't actually need it, but it helps. So now we're going to make another nether portal right here. Gotta be careful to not place blocks in the wrong spot, because if you do, I mean, yeah, you can save and quit drop, but yeah, that is true. Okay. Yeah, if you misplace your nether portal, mining obsidian takes about 10 seconds with an unenchanted diamond pickaxe, and that's slow. Anyway, here we're just gonna get some books. We'll need those later. And we're also going to get 5 string. No, we don't need to kill 420 blazes for a blaze rod. Anyway, here we're going to get an ender pearl. A very important item. Ender pearls, aside from the nether, are going to be our main mode of transportation. Because over short distances, they are the fastest, by far. Anyway, here's a silverfish spawner. Silverfish are terrible, terrible, annoying mobs that I really hate. And I want to make sure that they're all dead before I start duping, because they can be annoying. Okay, meanwhile, now let's do some more duping. We want to dupe all of that, because we're low on those. We need to dupe that, and that, and that. And I think that's all we need to dupe. So I'm going to toss some trash away. We don't need that, and we don't need that. And that's all the trash that I can think of. So, more duping. Set seed glitchless? Yeah. So the reason we don't... So most any categories, we have 4 categories. With and glitches and without a seed or set seed. We do not do that for this seed, this category, because of one major reason. It would be extremely long. This is already one of the longest categories in Minecraft. And that's with extensive glitching. And without glitches, for instance, getting 3 stacks of blocks of any ore, it can be iron or gold or anything, but that's a lot of material that you need later on at the end of the run, and that would take a very long time to mine or obtain manually. So that's one of the main reasons we don't actually do that. Anyway, now we're going to be crafting something for bedtime. Yep, a bed. Now you're probably confused as to why we're crafting a bed, but you'll see later. And it probably won't make any sense to you then either, but beds are actually a very good weapon. So, when I say beds are a good weapon, it's because in the end dimension or in the nether dimension, if you try and sleep in a bed, it will explode. We'll be using exploding beds to kill the ender dragon extremely quickly. extremely quick. Anyway, I need to craft a bunch more ender pearls before we do any more duping. How many arrows do I have? Okay, I've got enough. Anyway, yeah, we do run Minecraft with in-game time as the official time and not RTA time. This is because of all the timing out loads to save and quit for duping. This is because, depending on how fast your computer is, Minecraft can load either slowly or quickly. And people with a faster internet would have a huge advantage in this situation if we timed with the RTA time. So that's one of the main reasons we don't use RTA time. Anyway, this, I believe, is our last dupe that we need. Now we're gonna craft a few things. Gonna craft some ender eyes and 2 ender chests. And we're gonna be using these ender chests later, because we're gonna be using doing a death warp, and I'll explain what ender chests do when we get around to that. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna validate everything in my inventory, organize it before we hop into the end. Fight the Ender Dragon. Okay, everything appears to be in order. Hopefully, we don't die in fire. Important to do ASAP. Climb. Because the dragon likes to do... Is he not going to swoop at me? Huh. Usually what the dragon does is he swoops at you, and he will knock you off the island. Anyway, this is our major source of RNG in the run. Looks like actually a pretty good end. Because the formation of the end crystals, their heights, where they are, how many there are, it's completely random. And we need to destroy most, if not all, of these end crystals, as the dragon will heal from them. That one off in the corner might not be a threat. Anyway, there's the dragon swooping at us. This looks like it could actually be an amazing end fight. He's being very, very aggressive, which is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go over here, kill this one. If I can. Sometimes hitting these is quite difficult. Okay, we got it. Well, it's one of 3 major sources of RNG. Okay, and he's hiding around that one over there. We're gonna need to kill that crystal too, but first, is he going to swoop at me? I'd rather not miss an opportunity. So how aggressive the dragon is, and when he decides to charge at me, it's also RNG. He's being aggressive earlier, but now he's apparently being more passive, which is unfortunate. The third major source of RNG is when we get the achievement Diamonds 2. We need to get lucky with a zombie spawning. Okay, yeah, that guy just is not having, not behaving, so let's just... Okay, we broke that crystal. Weren't even looking. Now we, and eggs. Eggs are also awful. Okay, he's charging at me. So there we did about a fifth to a quarter of his health with a single bed explosion. Now, if he was really aggressive, he'd just be charging charge after charge, and we'd just be able to combo him to death with beds. I won't shoot the dragon because if he charges and I shoot him, he will stop charging. And that would be bad. Because we do more damage per second from these beds than we do from arrows. That and he's kind of hard to hit with arrows, so we just do the waiting game. Which, Marathon RNG, it's not going well for us. Okay, he's charging. Hopefully I don't miss. Okay, that was a very solid hit also. Now, it is possible to kill the dragon in a minimum of 4 beds. Okay. So we could actually kill the dragon in the next bed if we have a good solid hit. Now, we really want to kill the dragon quickly, because the faster we kill the dragon, the better another part of the run is. Okay, we got the best dragon bed count. We killed him with just 4 beds. That's quite lucky. Quite well done. Anyway, now if we're lucky... no, I think it's too late. So I'm gonna throw my ender pearls and fall into a cave. Now I'm actually gonna... Can I sleep in this bed? Okay, I can sleep in the bed. Let's throw it over there and try and sleep over here. We want to be able to... Oh, wow. I slept literally just in the nick of time and then broke the bed. So that is a bit unfortunate. That means that I was a bit slow in my dragon fight. But that's okay, that just means I'm going to have to do a little bit of backtracking later on. So now this is the part of the run where we basically do a bunch of housekeeping. So this is the boring part of the run, essentially. We just do a bunch of stuff that doesn't really fit elsewhere that we just get all at once. So here we're going to start brewing our potion with this nether wart. We don't need this nether wart anymore. We only need 1 glowstone dust. We only need 1 blaze powder. And now we're going to need to make a fishing rod. Because who doesn't like fishing? So, fortunately, when we are fishing... do you have to sleep or can you just get into the bed? We have to sleep and get into the bed for us to set our spawn point. We just wanted to set our spawn point a little bit closer. So if we kill the dragon quickly, we can set our spawn point, and that's just better. So that we don't have to backtrack. But unfortunately, a slower dragon fight means we don't get to set our spawn point, which means we lose even more time. Anyway, now we're just waiting for a fish. We need either a raw fish or a raw salmon. Okay, there's a fish. And we got the raw salmon. That's okay. So when you're fishing in the rain, you have a larger chance of catching the fish due to a complex algorithm. I don't know all the details, but yeah. Okay, so the next major part of RNG is the achievement Diamonds to You. No, you don't need to sleep through the whole night to set our spawn point. We just need to sleep in the bed, period. So we're digging in here. And we're also getting the Savannah Plateau biome. Here is a zombie spawner. And we actually want to not die. We need a zombie to pick up a diamond. If a zombie picks up a diamond, which doesn't look like any of these guys can pick up a diamond, which is unfortunate. So let's kill these guys before they kill me. So basically how this achievement works is the description is throw diamonds to another player. Now, in multiplayer you could just throw it to another human player and get it that way. However, it doesn't work in not multiplayer because of course there's not a second person. So the only way to get it is to have a zombie, a random zombie, spawn with a flag to pick up an item and then pick up the diamond. Since it's a rare chance for zombies to spawn with a flag that allows them to pick up an item. However, it's random if they can or they can't. Most can't. Only a handful can. And that's why we set the difficulty to hard. The harder the difficulty, the more likely that we spawn a zombie, the higher chance that a zombie will spawn with the ability to pick up an item. So that's why we set it to hard. Now I'm actually going to go out and check on a few things out here, such as our chickens. We need to get an egg from one of these chickens. We absolutely need the egg. Okay, now we're going to extend that. We get this fish. We don't really need the fish other than to have it. Also, another thing we need to do is craft an enchantment table. We also need to craft a bookshelf afterwards. And now we don't need any of this. Hello, Tear. Okay, punching them could cause zombie reinforcement, or... not really, since, zombies will spawn in dark areas, if, you attack them. However, again, there aren't really many dark areas, and also none of these chickens have laid an egg for us, which is unfortunate. When chickens are loaded, it takes them anywhere from 5 to... Oh, wait, none of these chickens have laid an egg. I say as I'm holding an egg. That's pretty good. Okay, well, we have our egg. Now we just need to get this achievement. I'd enchant my sword, except we don't have lapis, so we can't. There's no real good place to get lapis. These guys can't pick up the diamonds. Oh, okay, he can. He just decided to wait a little bit. So this was a decent time for this particular split. Now, before we do anything, we're just going to do a little bit more housekeeping with duping. We're going to dupe a few more things. We're going to dupe these ender pearls. We're going to dupe this obsidian. We're going to dupe this ender chest just in case. We're going to dupe this wood. And, yeah, I think that's all we need to dupe. So we're going to dupe all that. So this is the part where we build a ton of nether portals and get a bunch of biomes. So now we're not going to be getting a lot of biomes. We need a lot of biomes. We have no really way to get them much. Okay, we want a few more ender pearls. And might as well get another bit more obsidian. Yeah, use the egg as a projectile, clearly. The seed is not in the Discord, but I can post the seed here. Here, that should be the seed. Anyway, we've got 4 stacks, so we don't need that. Okay, now let's do some item management. So, now let's make our way to the nether. Oh, here's another egg. Well, we don't need 2 eggs. Apparently all the chickens want to lay us an egg. Anyway, so now we're going to go this way. Into the lag machine. Now we're loading a bunch of new, so it's going to get a little bit laggy for a bit. But anyway, we need to go over here. And as you can see, ender pearls are much faster than simply walking. And here we're going to get 6 biomes. We're going to get Extreme Hills Plus, Stone Beach, Mesa, Mesa Plateau, and Mesa Plateau F. And then we're going to portal back to the nether and go to another area to get more biomes. Now, when we get these biomes, we need to stay in the biome for a few seconds. Because otherwise, it won't count. Because it takes about 1 to 2 seconds or so. How much time to save? Virtually none. Okay, we hit Stone Beach. Like, ideally, it wouldn't save any time. Because combat is not really an issue. So now we're hitting Extreme Hills Plus. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, it takes a few seconds for the game to register, hey, you're in this biome. Let's check it off the list. Here's Mesa. Here's Mesa Plateau. And over there is a Mesa Plateau F. And now let's craft our portal. Or build our portal, we don't craft it. The wither takes like 5 seconds to kill, because we will have strength 2. The only thing enchanting our sword would be good for is getting looting 3 for Wither Skull RNG. However, in an ideal world we won't need it. Now, did I hear a ghast? I don't think I did. Anyway, so a main thing that we haven't been finding is a ghast. We need a ghast because we need to get Return to Sender. And if we don't get that achievement, well then, this won't be a valid run, but it's just RNG whether a ghast will spawn or not. We can't really go out of our way to get a ghast, we just need one to spawn, and ghasts have a pretty low chance of spawning. 1/20th the chance of another mob, like a pigman. But that's okay. Anyway, here we're gonna get Taiga, Mega Taiga Hills, and Mega Taiga. Here's Taiga. Over here we have Mega Taiga Hills. And over here we have Mega Taiga. Looting one might be possible, but the odds of us getting it are low enough as is, plus the time of just actually getting the lapis and enchanting it would not save it the time. It's definitely not worth it. So now we're going to go over here and get 6 more biomes and also get a few more achievements along the way. So we're going to build our portal here. Get our other stack of obsidian on our table. And here we're going to get all of the wooded biomes, essentially. Here's forest. Here's a tiny forest hills biome. We're going to ender pearl over here, get swamp. And now here's cows. We're going to murder this cow. And we got unlucky. We need cow tipper. Okay. Okay, we got leather. That could have been really bad if we did not get leather there. Because we need that to breed these cows. And now we're going to craft a cake. Here's sugarcane that we're going to need. Nether and End are on there, I believe, but it's basically impossible to not get them. So, I didn't process the sugarcane. So here's the cake. The cake is a lie. Anyway, here's birch forest. Here's birch forest hills. And coming up is our last biome that we're going to get, and then we're going to death warp. Roofed forest. Okay then. Don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing up there, but sure. So now we're going to place down the ender chest, and we're basically just going to toss everything inside of it. And hopefully not blow up while we're doing so. Okay, we've got too much inventory stuff. What don't I need? Don't need this egg. Sorry, egg. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, cool. Toss the egg, and now we need to die. And this is why we wanted to sleep in the bed, because then we could spawn right there, right next to our, yeah, right next to the ender chest that we placed down, but unfortunately we were just a little too slow on the dragon fight. So we gotta walk here manually. That's okay. And now we take everything out of here. We're also gonna grab this potion of strength. And now we're gonna get one of my least favorite achievements in the entire game. That achievement being, well, actually, first, before we do so, we're gonna need to do some duping. Let's dupe some of this. We're gonna need to dupe these, blocks of gold. We don't need the ender test. We don't need these buckets, really, anymore. We don't need the string anymore, either. And let's dupe the obsidian. Okay. What just happened? So, remember when I said that, we put on cheats for a specific reason? This is that reason. Let me just turn off, global hotkeys on my timer. So, I need to explain what happened. I threw my items on the ground to, clone them, and somehow lag caused them to despawn instantly. And I've never seen that happen before. So what did I throw on the ground? Obsidian, ender pearls. Let's just clone the ender pearl. I also had obsidian. I had about a stack of obsidian, and I had a stack of a block of gold. And I've never seen that happen before. And I think that's all I had that I was duping. If I missed something, I'm gonna blame that. Yeah, I don't know what happened though. I've never seen that happen before. So let's dupe that again, shall we? Yeah. That was that was interesting. So yeah, the obligatory, that's never happened before. I mean, I knew it could happen, but I've never personally had that happen to me before. Usually, when I lose items to try and get them is because a creeper just blows them up, not because they despawn out of existence. So that's pretty good. Anyway, now we're gonna just dupe this block of gold one more time. We need 3 blocks. Yeah, that is the nature of Minecraft, and especially a category like this. It's so laggy, it's so RNG filled that anything can happen, and your run could die, and it wouldn't even be your fault. And that's what happened here, but that's okay. So now I'm going to get some of these. I'm going to craft a shovel. And we're going to go over here. Because we need pigs to fly. Didn't you know it? Pigs can fly. If we give them the motivation, at least. So, when Pig Fly is an achievement that happens when a pig takes 2 or more hearts of fall damage while you are riding it. Let's just go 1 block to be safe, and now we need to ender pearl up and out. And so we basically just create an artificial pit, put this thing on here, toss him in here like that, and then murder him. Such a savage, I know. And now we are going to go back through this portal. Apparently the skeleton wants to come to the nether with me. Okay then. Apparently well, you know what? We can actually make use of this. I have never seen this happen before either. This is literally just RNG ridiculousness. But I don't see why we can't get a sniper duel from this. So we need to kill this guy from more than 50 blocks away. Now the hill's kind of in the way. Okay, why is my arrow not hitting him? Excuse me, game. Okay, we didn't get sniper duel. The hill was in the way and I couldn't get far enough, but that's okay. I was just trying something that wasn't really meant to happen anyway. So we are going back to the nether fortress now. Oh yeah, this is a very slow run. My in-game timer is 35 and we haven't even gotten to the so I'm about, but then again I'm also rusty and hey, this never happened before. Happened. As usual, marathon runs. That and also lag because snowstorm outside. Anyway, we need a wither skeleton to spawn in. Okay, well we have a ghast somewhere. If we can find where the ghast is spawned, that's good. Yeah, I haven't done this in like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or so I'm really rusty with this anyway, so I'd like 10 minutes to prepare beforehand. Okay, yeah, this ghast, I don't know what happened to the ghast. It's somewhere, apparently. This is essentially what happens when you're trying to get a return to sender. You hear a ghast, and then you go on a wild goose chase and hope that you find it. Is it over here? No? I think the ghast that I'm hearing is... Oh, there he is. There we go, return to sender. That only took an eternity. And we are still getting unlucky with our wither skeleton, because I'm not seeing any wither skeleton. Wither skeletons are somewhat uncommon to spawn, but I'm going to be hopping around for a few minutes, and if we don't find one, I'm going to spawn one in manually. So this is the worst part of RNG in the run. So we need a wither skeleton to spawn. We need to kill it from 50 blocks away with our bow to get sniper duel, because although wither skeletons don't actually have bows, they are still skeletons, so they count for a sniper duel. There was not one legitimately right there. What are you talking about? Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm not seeing any wither skeleton. Pity. So I'll give it about 1.5 minutes until I reach 50 minutes on my timer. RTA timer, and then I'll just spawn one in manually. Because I see no reason to waste our time here when we still have quite a bit of the run left. Meanwhile, I'm kind of starving to death. So let's do some eating with notch apples. Should probably dupe those. Thing with duping is, in the nether, duping is, for some reason, a lot more unreliable. It's generally because the nether is a lot laggier of a place. And duping is very dependent on lag. It's a weird glitch, and that's a party of blazes, not a party of wither skeletons. Well, I hear another ghast, not that we need one. I'll give it 45 more seconds, and then I'll just spawn one in. All in all, this would be honestly one of the worst runs I've ever done in a long time, due to slow execution and also bad RNG. Managed to dupe outside the world border. Now that's something interesting. And I'm not seeing any wither skeletons, so I don't see why we should wait any longer. So let's make a run doubly invalid. / summon skeleton. And of course the ghast is just murdering him. Good. Okay, this ghast actually needs to get out of our way, because he will ruin things. Okay. So now this guy we need to lure over here to a place with lots of open area, and then we need to basically just scram so that he stays put. I want to hit him once. And now I'm going to save and quit, and this is the another extension of the dupe glitch. So I'm going to kill him, and then that's sniper duel. So I'm going to Alt F4, and this will actually respawn the wither skeleton. The game won't remember that he died, but the game will remember that I got the achievement. So I resurrected the wither skeleton to kill him again. Again. We need to need to take a long time. Just off. Where did he go? Did he jump off into the lava and be like, "No, I don't want to be killed again"? I think he did. What? What is this? Oh, did the stream die a little bit? Huh. Welp. Okay, well, in that case, I'm just gonna... Oh, no, there he is. He was just hiding on me. Where did you go? Where you... Okay, then. It's times like this when you just don't question things. So now... okay. So this is the part where we save and quit. We go into single player. And we didn't get a wither skull, so we Alt F6 and try again. So in my world record run of this, it took me 20 minutes RTA time getting this Wither Skull. Subject you guys to this, so I'm gonna take about a minute and a half of doing this, and if we don't get it, I'm just gonna spawn a Wither Skull in manually. Now, the advantage of this method is, A, it means we don't have to get a Wither Skull skeleton every time we fail to get a skull, but also, it takes very little in-game time. Only about 2 to 3 seconds. Sometimes less than lag and stuff. So looting 3 would definitely speed up this process, and however, this seed unfortunately does not have access to looting 3. Yeah, I got the world record run of this about 2 weeks ago or so. Gets a world record 2 weeks ago, and is already extremely rusty. Please, tear. So I'll give it about 3 more dupes, and if we don't get it in 3 more dupes, then I will spawn the Wither Skull in manually. Which is unfortunate, however, this run is triply invalidated, so, or already doubly invalidated, so triply invalidated, that doesn't really mean much. This is really more of an exhibition of what a run, in theory, would be, because getting a good run of this game is not an easy feat. It takes a lot of luck, a lot of... Okay, we'll try one more, and if we don't get it, we'll, yeah. We're gonna spawn it in manually. Did Illumina really? That's just disgusting, RG. I get another skull, so I'm gonna make... So let's just say that I got a Wither Skull. Hey look, I got a Wither Skull. I totally didn't cheat it in my inventory. It was here this entire time. So, now that we have a Wither Skull, we can actually go over here. We're gonna go to our next part of the run. Which is, we're gonna get some soul sand. And we need to get our, don't need the bow in our inventory anymore. Where's our flint and steel? Here's our flint and steel. Our next we get are the jungle biomes. So we're gonna build our portal right here. Or fail to. This is not creative mode. What are you talking about? Nobody saw me go into creative mode. I mean, I didn't go into creative mode. Tag it. So we're going to dupe our Wither Skull, and we're going to dupe the soul sand, and we're going to dupe these. The current version is 1.12 for Minecraft. So now we have the soul sand. We're gonna do this Wither Skull one more time. A run of this in the current version would take infinite amounts of time long. It is impossible to do 1.12 all achievements. And that is because in 1.12, they actually completely redid the achievement system and changed it to advancements. Advancements are basically achievements, but there's more of them. Basically achievements, but there's more of them. They are different, and so it's a completely separate category. So the world record, my world record for 1.12 all advancements is around 4 hours our time. It's a lot longer than RNG. It's pretty awful. Anyway, so here we hit jungle. I also need to hit jungle ledge a bit. To go to jungle hills over here somewhere. It's in the general direction. Okay, here we are. We're in a jungle hills. Now I just need to get into a goodish spot in order to lag to death, apparently. Jungles are notoriously laggy biomes. There's a lot of trees, a lot of leaves. They are just really laggy. Stream is fine on my end. It must be on your end, I think, because my live split, my OBS is only showing 188 dropped frames. Anyway, we are going to climb up here. So now that we have the all those biomes and we got our wither skull, we are going to kill the wither. And what best place to do the wither than way up on the top of the nether? We're going to the top of the nether because oh man, it must be really lagging. Strange. Oh no. I just looked down at my wireless mouse and it's red. My wireless mouse battery might die mid-run. So that's good. Anyway, so we're up here and this is why we have these golden pickaxes in our inventory. We need to go to -27, which is about here, by 255. Hello, lava. It's unlucky that we got lava there. Anyway, this is the spot where we need to be. Yeah, my OBS is saying only 1/1000th of this stream was dropped frames. 0.1%. So now let's get some obsidian down here. Place that there, and we're going to be spawning the wither. So we drink this, we eat this, and now we kill the wither. And this won't take long. And we also get overkill. That's one of the main reasons we craft the potion. And he's dead. So we get this wither star, nether star, whatever. And now we're gonna do some fun stuff. And now we're on the nether roof. Okay, we need to go in a specific direction. We need to go this way. Okay. So now we're going to craft some rails. We're going to craft some minecarts. Let's go on a minecart adventure. So the on a rail achievement requires you to it's an interesting achievement. It requires you to travel for 1,000 blocks on a minecart. And normally that would involve putting down 1,000 rails. For obvious reasons, that's not viable in a speedrun. Actually, I need these still. So instead, we're going to be doing this. Infinite rail glitch. So this is a perpetual minecart motion machine. So I'm literally doing nothing, and we don't really do anything for about 5 minutes or so. So yeah, this is literally just we wait for about 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to make good use of this time, and I'm going to get new batteries for my wireless mouse. Okay, yeah, we're still on the minecart. Looping video, yeah. So we're going to be going until around -700 on the X coordinate. Around -710 to be precise. So I'm actually going to organize my inventory while we wait. Don't need the saddle anymore. And okay, got my don't need the saddle anymore. And okay, got my don't need the saddle anymore. And okay, got my gold.
Can't get my mind out of those memories. Now time to tell them, don't take my dream. Still music keeps on tuning me from the worlds that hurt my soul, removing doubts from my mind. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away. Find your way through the favorite tune, playing all day with.
So what did I do while we were dead? The stream was dead. So I got on a rail and I went to specific coordinates on the nether roof and went to here. Now we're here. So we are on Mushroom Island shore. So now we're going to go over here to Mushroom Island, and now we're going to craft our beacon. Do our beacon nonsense. So to craft a beacon we need this. This is what we need the rest of the glass for. Here's your beacon. And now this is the part where we have placed down a lot of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to place down a 9x9 square. Then we need to place down a 7x7 on top of it, 5x5, and then 3x3, and then beacon on top of it. So that's a lot of gold. That's about 2 stacks 40-ish of blocks. Now, it doesn't have to be gold. It can be gold, iron, diamond, or emerald block, or some combination thereof. However, we just use gold because it's the fastest to do just what we have in our... Yeah, we don't use gold much, so it's just fastest to use gold. Simply because it just takes a few less dupes. And the estimate is... Okay, there's Beaconator. So we're going to be done in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So you should probably get your next run ready. We're going to be done in about 3 minutes. Anyway, so now we're going to hit ocean and deep ocean biomes. If I could find deep ocean. Where's deep ocean? Come on. Okay, apparently I just missed deep ocean. Okay. Yeah, apparently how did I miss deep ocean? What's going on here? Okay, so that should be our that should be all of our biomes. Hopefully that counted. And now we're gonna go back through this portal, and we only have 6 biomes left to get. And our 6 biomes are through here. Hi, lava. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. I'm just falling into lava. Good. So now we just do a bit of transportation. Our last 6 biomes are Cold Beach, Cold Taiga Hills, Ice Plains, Ice Mountain, and Frozen River. Overall, this run was pretty bad. We are just going to be barely sub-hour our IGT time, which is particularly bad, but considering all things considered, this run could have been a lot worse. You know, seeing as how I'm running in a snowstorm. Who doesn't love running in the middle of a blizzard? So anyway, Cold Beach, Cold Taiga, Cold Taiga Hills should be around here soon. Cold Taiga Hills. Yeah, an estimate with Minecraft is never going to be super accurate because it's really just dependent on way too many factors to predict. Here's Ice Plains, and when we reach the last biome, if we got all the biomes, we'll get the achievement Adventuring Time. If not, well then something went wrong. So, moment of truth. Did we miss a biome? We did not. Okay, that is done. That is the run in 1:12 RTA time, about in-game time of about 58 minutes 50 seconds. There's all the achievements. We've gotten them all. And GG. We only triply invalidated this run with cheatiness. Anyway, I forget what was next, but hopefully it'll be something good. Thanks, yeah.
My eyes closed.